This is going to be the romantic compatibility between a Cancer and a Scorpio. So, Cancer and Scorpio are both water signs. So, whenever two water signs come together, it is a very deep and really highly emotional relationship. You two are very sweet and very kind with one another, and your emotions just run so deep. You might not necessarily always express it on the surface, but there's just that inner intuitive knowing that you two feel so strongly for one another. And there may not be a lot of verbal communication either, but there's definitely a lot of telepathic communication between two water signs. So it's definitely not a shallow relationship at all. It's just very, very deep and very meaningful too. So, Cancer is a cardinal sign and Scorpio is a fixed sign. So, when it comes to starting off a relationship, Cancer is the one who's more comfortable with making that first move and making those initial plans to get together. And they're the ones to first really take control of the relationship. Once the relationship is fully established, then the Scorpio will come in and really get things going and really like keep the ball rolling and be the ones to really put in that effort and make sure this is actually like a long lasting thing and it's not just like a little flirtation. Like the Scorpio is really gonna keep it going, whereas the Cancer will probably make that first move. They'll be the first ones to like start flirting, and then the Scorpio will just grab on and just keep it going and make it go so much deeper than that. So the Cancer is ruled by the moon, which means they're very in their emotions. They are highly intuitive too, and they have a lot of feminine energy too. They're a very nurturing sign, and they are the receiver, and they're very internal too. So, Scorpio is actually ruled by two planets. So, in ancient astrology, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. And Mars is sort of the opposite of the moon because Mars is a masculine, highly masculine energy. And they are very action oriented, they are aggressive, they are really like head on. So, Scorpio is going to be much more direct. The Cancer can definitely be a bit more shy and they like to sort of hint at their feelings and they're not really gonna directly say it. They may be the first one in the relationship to hint that there's something more, that they have really strong emotions, but the Scorpio is really the blunt one in the relationship and the one who's most likely to like outright say it and actually like speak up and speak their mind. So they are more of like the action taker within the relationship. But in modern astrology, Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto. And Pluto is about death and destruction and rebirth, and it's also the underdog. It's very underestimated. So Scorpio just comes with this really intense energy. And yeah, combined with Mars and Pluto, Scorpio is just super intense, super direct. So the Cancer might be surprised and maybe even a little bit turned off by how direct and blunt the Scorpio is, and they will just say what's on their mind and they'll just say what they're thinking, and the Cancer will be very taken aback. Um, but on the other hand, this can actually be a good thing because the Cancer is going to be like very in their head and sort of like expecting the Scorpio to like read their mind. And as a water sign, Scorpio is very good at that. They're very good at picking up on like intuitive clues. But Scorpio will actually be the one to like directly say it and like directly like make it known. Um, yeah, they're more of the aggressors, they're more of the action takers. Scorpio too, with that Mars energy, they could end up starting a fight, or just coming in with this really strong, aggressive energy. And Cancer is really going to like cool them down and calm them down and sort of not let them get too hot headed. So, Scorpio is ruled by the eighth house of also more death and destruction, transformation type of energy. And Cancer is ruled by the fourth house of home and family. So, Cancer really craves stability and they really just want to stay home and they just want to stay in their comfort zone. They have like a very strong protective comfort bubble and they do not like leaving their bubble. Scorpio, on the other hand, they are born and dying. They are reborn every single day. Every day they die and then they're born again. They're constantly shifting, constantly changing. So in these ways, the energy is kind of opposite, and that can definitely make a Cancer uncomfortable because Scorpio is coming in with all this heavy transformative energy and Cancer just wants to like just be safe and be by themselves. Whereas Scorpio might even get a little bored and restless with the Cancer and be like, come on, like get out of that comfort zone, like come on, push yourself a little more. So it can definitely make the relationship a little bit uncomfortable in that way. But it can also be, honestly, it's a very good thing because Cancer really needs someone to like push them. They need someone to like help them get their walls down. Otherwise, they're just going to live their whole life in their comfort zone. And you can't live your whole life just in your comfort zone. Like, Scorpio is going to like show them that there's more to life. Like, there's stuff to explore, there's things to do. And like, Scorpio is going to come in and be like, you don't have to be so shy. Like, you can try different things and you can, yeah, and Cancer, on the other hand, brings very grounding energy. So Scorpio can definitely get kind of crazy with like their constant, like always moving around, like always pushing the limits. And Cancer can really come in and ground them and be like, okay, like Scorpio, you've gone a little too far this time. Like, why don't you just chill out a little? Like, why don't you just calm down? So, in that way, the two energies really balance each other out. So, um, Cancer is symbolized by the crab. So they have their shell. So whenever a Cancer is feeling threatened or upset, they will hide in their shell. They'll just run away from the world. They'll just lock themselves in their bedroom and they just won't come out until they know it's safe to do so. So Cancer does not like conflict. Scorpio, on the other hand, welcomes conflict head on, especially with that Mars energy and that Pluto energy. Like, Scorpio is ready to go to war. Like, they are ready for battle. So Scorpio is symbolized as the scorpion. So Scorpio has this little stinger. So when a Scorpio is feeling upset or threatened or attacked, they will become so vengeful. And if they're mad at their Cancer partner, they will just stab them right in the heart and show absolutely no mercy. Like, they're just ruthless whenever they're upset. Like, it's great. They get really crazy. So Cancer as a crab actually handles this Scorpio energy really well because they know how to protect themselves, whereas other signs really underestimate Scorpio and they'll get hurt by a Scorpio and they'll be like, WTF, like what was that? Like, I did not expect that sweet Scorpio to just turn on me like that. But Cancer is like always prepared. First of all, they have that intuition, so they know when a storm is brewing, they know when their Scorpio is about to attack. So they have that really thick shield of armor and they will just hide from the Scorpio. They will just completely shut down and just detach themselves. even not even like maybe physically, like they might literally refuse to speak to the Scorpio, but even like mentally, like they'll be talking to the Scorpio and they'll just detach, like they will completely dissociate from reality, and Scorpio will just go in with the kill, and the Cancer will be like, I can't hear you, I can't see you, like type of thing. And it's actually the perfect defense mechanism, and the Scorpio really can't get to them that way. So that's a really good dynamic there. So when the Scorpio gets angry, the Cancer is prepared and knows how to handle it and will just detach. And then when the storm is over, when the Scorpio has finally calmed down, the Cancer will come back and be like, okay, are you good now? Like, you need to relax, you need to calm down, basically. Um, so when it comes to the chemistry, it's between a Scorpio and Cancer. It's really amazing. It's just this beautiful emotional connection. And these are two signs that both really have high walls. They really guard themselves. But knowing how sensitive their partner is, um, both the Cancer and the Scorpio, it really makes them feel good, and it makes them feel safe and trusted to know that their partner is just as sensitive as they are. So they feel like they can really be emotional with them. Like there's really not no need to hide their emotions from one another. So when it comes to getting in the bedroom and like the physical stuff, they're just really sweet with one another. They might go kind of slow at first, but it's just it's just truly beautiful. It's like, yeah, it's really sweet and really loving, and there's no doubt that it goes beyond the physical. Like it's a very spiritual experience in the bedroom with one another. um, the Cancer might be a little bit put off by how high the Scorpio's drive is. The Scorpio has a very high drive, and that might kind of like surprise the Cancer. They might even be a little bit like maybe even disgusted by it or a little bit turned off. But once they see that like this drive of the Scorpio doesn't come from a place of like just a physical need, like this comes from the Scorpio's need for connection and desire. It's not just like an animal instinct for them. It's not just like a primal thing. It's like they just love so strongly. So once the Cancer understands that, they'll open up more, and it'll just be beautiful, very beautiful. So that's all. Thank you for watching, and remember not not just check your sun sign, but also take a look at your rising sign, your moon sign, and definitely your Venus as well. And it's all about whatever you relate to, or what you resonate with the most. Thank you for watching.